Guys, welcome back. Konnichiwa. Herzlich willkommen. So guys, update here on SMCI, super microcomputer stock. Yeah, we have here a very nice price action, and we have the expected price action. I said that already in my previous videos that I expect something to happen, and that in my opinion SMCI is a very good swing trade, or even can become a short squeeze play. I will of course explain you here in this video why, and everything what I say here is based on the chart, guys, based on the technicals, and not financial advice. Before we dive here into the normal chart, which I always show here in my videos, I never change or adjust my charts, so I will try to educate you here in the best way as possible. Sorry for my bad English, guys. That you understand how the algos works, and that SMCI is quite predictable how to trade the stock. First of all, we have to understand that we are here more or less in a downtrend, at least since the peak was in here in March 2024, and since then you can see SMCI has a strong correction, but I will show you that overall this is in an uptrend, but we have here a bearish accumulation pattern, or you could call it even a bull flag, and we want to see a breakout to the upside. So before we dive in here with the deep technicals, I just show you here two zones, guys. Very simple. In my opinion, we have here a very strong liquidity zone, which means in favor for the bulls or the bullish algos. I really don't think that people waiting here to buy something. This is just based on algos, and of course behind these algos are the big institutions and market makers. So between $23 and $33.80, guys, is the liquidity zone where I expect something to happen. However, I said that it is possible that we come a little bit lower, and I show you of course all the details in a second, before we may see a squeeze. Then in my last video I also told you when I expect a squeeze to happen, because my mission here is of course to educate you in trading, but I love to trade short squeeze stocks, guys, and I invested many hours, days and years to find out how the algos works, and now it's quite predictable, and it is also my mission here to predict short squeezes in the market, and I try to share this knowledge with you. Why I do that, guys? Because I upload here every Sunday my favorite short squeeze stocks, my finest selection. So if you also want to see some other plays next to SMCI, you can check out here my hot stock videos. As I said, releases always on Sunday, and when I release a video here, you can also see some of the member feedbacks here. Then I also I expect those tickers to squeeze in the very few next trading days. There is no guarantee, guys. I cannot be always right. This is impossible, but I predicted here already many squeezes in the market, and just last week we also had two hot stock squeezes, or two squeezes here. One hot stock squeezed 173% after my video release. Yesterday, guys, one of my hot stocks also started to squeeze 96%. I never show tickers that squeeze not more than 100%. That's why I didn't show that yet. But maybe this ticker has continued to squeeze today, and also last week here on the 14th of November. We had the swing trade ticker here. This is something which I post only on Patreon, 122%, guys. So long story short, blah blah blah. If you also want to see these hidden short squeeze plays here, and I have a brand new FAQ member section here on Patreon, guys, where I answer all the frequent questions which members have, or normal traders also have. So this is also brand new, and this will grow of course over the next weeks and months if you want to join in our membership, guys. So I'm sorry, we have the most popular membership which I have is the full package membership here on Patreon. You can see all the benefits which you get when you join in, guys. We're growing every day new members joining in, and when you click here the info icon in the corner, you get access to this Patreon member link. So guys, let's now simulate very quick here with TradingView what happened here after my video release. I made already a couple of releases on SMCI and said I expect here a squeeze to happen. We will see a good buy-in range. Even they had a stock split here, but we can see now what happened here with my prediction. So let's press play and see the price action here. To explain you, we have this trend channel pattern, and usually this trend channel bottom line here acts as a support. You can see that the price always finds support as soon as we touch here the bottom touch point, support, touch point, support. So what the market makers try to do, they know that the algos are waiting here to trade the stock, so they try to gap down the price below that price level here in the pre or after market to knock out the algos here, to trigger some stop losses and to create some panic. So let's see what happened here with the chart. Zack, zack, zack. So we have boom. And that's the gap down, guys. This is exactly the gap down what I'm talking about. Now we came below the blue liquidity zone, but rebounded really quick, guys. So I show you, of course, the details here in the separate chart. But just I want to tell you and show you how the algos work. You can see as soon as we hit here the bottom of the trend channel, this is what I say the market makers used here, the low volatile pre or after market here to create this gap down panic, guys, and then again a gap down below my suggested price level. $23 is a very strong algo support, and they used again here a gap down to create panic, then again a gap down here and a gap down here as well. This is what they do, and this is also one of the reasons why we have now here a rebound for SMCI from more than 70% in just a few trading days, guys. 77% yesterday, just in one day, 15%. Don't forget, guys, this is a stock with $17.4 billion market capital. So this is not, you know, nothing like a penny stock here. We have here $17.4 billion market capital, and we are now here in my squeeze predicted, or in my date range where I expect the squeeze to happen. That could be the beginning already, of course, but I expect something here to happen between the 20th of November, which was 2 days ago, and you can see we already had the squeeze started here at the 15th on Friday, so the real start was 18th, yeah, so 2 days before I calculated the squeeze here until the 16th of December. So let's now dive in here into the really strong technicals here. And I switch off the drawings. It's, by the way, the same, guys. I never change or adjust my charts. It looks weird. So let's start with the indicators first. So what I expect now here, we have a very, very strong resistance at $36, guys. This purple EMA line here is a resistance for SMCI. So that means that that's what I also said in my previous videos. The first thing what the algos will do when you have these kind of gap downs here, I zoom in a little bit more, guys. We have one gap down here. When you see this kind of green fields here, that means the market makers gap down the price in the pre or after market here. And what the algos do, they have to fill those open gaps. When I say they have to fill, that means the chance is about 90% if the company is not diluting. And what we also see when the market makers start to gap down here, you can see the huge red candles here. That is what they do. They use this to create some panic here, to shake all people out of their positions. Since then, since they created these gap downs here, we have a lot of bull power incoming. You can see here all these green volume candles, especially after the split. We have here, I think, a few more green candles than red candles. So that means the bulls are still there. And to remind you guys, as I said, $23 to $33.80 is the buying liquidity zone for the bulls. That will not change no matter what the market makers do. That will not change. So what SMCI now did, we closed already the first gap here at $20.31 is already filled. The next gap has been filled here at $23.78 with this candle here also filled. And the next way to go, guys, this is the next price point for SMCI, is this open gap here at $32.24. This is what I of course expect to happen, to close that gap here today or latest in the beginning of next week. But then it's on, guys. Then when we want to squeeze higher, if you want to see a big squeeze for SMCI, $36.81 is the main resistance right now. You can see we already tried here to break out of this resistance 2 times. If we can break out this price level with volume, we had good volume yesterday, 118 million, but we need much higher volume to break these algos here. Then, guys, the next price levels are $46, $51, and then we have again here a very strong resistance at $53. When we now go back and just focus here on the trend channel pattern, this is this pattern here, guys, then the maximum algo squeeze price range, not a short squeeze, an algo squeeze price range here is everything, in my opinion, between $53 and $65, guys. This is what I could imagine here, and I also mentioned that before. I release here a lot of videos on SMCI because I know there is something cooking up, and $16 here was the last point of support. You can see we closed here at $17.25, and then the algo snapped in to create the 77% run. So that means here the total squeeze price range for an algo squeeze is about 280%, which is absolutely incredible for a stock like that. But don't forget, this is now very important, and this I have to show you again. We are here in an uptrend, guys. Overall, SMCI is still in an uptrend. We have here a very strong liquidity zone. Yeah, this is very important that we hold this zone. If we break below $16, it could get really ugly, guys. We could go here back to $10 and even lower. Yeah, this is possible because here is nothing. Here is no support. But overall, we are, of course, here in an uptrend. So when we find support here, guys, then also in future, not here in the short term, in future, much higher prices, $60 and higher are of course possible price ranges here for SMCI, but I will let you know the new price levels as soon as we break this bearish trend channel pattern, or even a bull flag, call it whatever you want, because we still building here, or we started to build lower lows. This is what we don't want to see. Yeah, when you are talking about the bull flag, there is a point where you want to break out, and when we compare this here with last year, November 2023, we started here to build a lower low, which is not good, guys, at all. That's why as long as we don't break this, yeah, this trend channel pattern here, we cannot talk about a bullish breakout for SMCI. So guys, a lot of information, but I hope that was clear. I hope I could explain you how I see that here, a possible short squeeze for SMCI, how that could happen, and what is necessary to see a breakout here. Everything here, in my opinion, until $65, $66 is still not a short squeeze, is still not a bullish reversal, because we see that the trend channel top line here is the main resistance, the absolute main resistance. We have strong resistance levels here, but this is the main resistance for SMCI. And when we break that resistance, yes, then we can talk here about a bullish reversal or even a short squeeze for SMCI. So guys, a lot of information. So I show you again the price levels here for SMCI. Everything here between $33, $23 is the bullish liquidity zone. We don't want to close below $16. This is very dangerous. $16 is the last point of support before we see the next price drop to the downside. And as I said, for now, the next price goes at $32 and $36, and then if we can break these price levels, $46 and $51 are the next price levels here for SMCI. When you want to copy the price levels here from my chart, everything what you see here is based on TradingView. This is the name of this software, of this program here. I use that for all my trades and for all my videos, guys, and I'm using TradingView since many years, and I'm very satisfied with that. I'm not sponsored by TradingView, but I can of course offer you here a discount link. If you also want to get TradingView, guys, you can use my discount link to save $15 when you register up. You can click here on the info icon in the corner to get access to the discount link for Patreon, and also the discount link for TradingView, and also the Patreon member link. And I always recommend to get the premium tier. This is good for beginners and advanced traders. Guys, that was my update on SMCI. If you like this content here, if you don't want to miss any updates here, then please hit the like and subscribe button right now. I thank you so much for your time. Thank you for your support. I really appreciate that. And see you in the next video. Arigato gozaimasu. Vielen Dank. Alles Gute und bis zum nächsten Video. Take care. Bye bye, guys.